And going by the number of people that we have there, only God knows when they will finish or when everybody will vote. And that is why I believe that in the future, all these things must be taken into consideration. But by and large, so far so good. Now it's about around 1 p.m. We don't have much complaints, even though here we have criminals over the years that around this time to closing time, they will deploy thugs and go and start breaking, chasing people away and so on. In the past, the security agencies were part of it, and nothing would happen. Even the gubernatorial candidate of APC and his deputy were the very people who went as thugs to destroy some counting place in 2019. They were caught by the police, they were paraded, everybody saw them. But nothing has done to them, to the extent now that they are being fielded by the party to become governor and deputy governor. And that was criminal. And this is Nigeria for you. You do whatever you will like. If they like you, no, you have no problem. And that is the basis of all these crises that you see today in this country, to the extent that nobody is happy. You are a politician, you want to play it dirty. You are a businessman, you want to play it dirty. You the same thing as civil servant. And all other people, believing that they will benefit from what they are doing. And along the line, everybody will fall in one trap or the other. This banditry started by, according to those who were, explaining that people were being, or authorities were being unfair to them, ranging from traditional rulers to police to courts, to the extent that many of them had no cattle, to the extent that they feel they had to go and take guns and look for cattle. And then they graduated into this stealing of people for ransom, abduction. So all these things now, if you look at it, it has a foundation. And unless leaders decide to be fair and just, we'll continue to have a problem. And nobody will be happy. Because we have seen a situation where former chief of defense staff was stopped not far away from Abuja and was killed in his car like a chicken. Just recently, in fact yesterday, we learned that a senator under Labour was killed. I don't know whether something is being done, but normally nothing was done. People were killed in the train, people were killed in the train, on the road, in their houses. They come and go. In a civilized society, if you kill one human being, it will be a concern to everybody, mainly or especially the government, because it is their responsibility to protect each and every one of us. Look at what happened here in Kano. I was coming from Kaduna. That's what we normally do. Just come and go to my house. The government brought thugs in thousands to make sure that I don't enter Kano and vote. You ask them why. You are there because of democracy, not because you had thugs. And these are things, you see, some were arrested. 2 local government chairmen were arrested, serving local government chairmen with guns. Now they will go and correct things and put things together and say, oh, they have license. Okay, they have license. Why? Who are they? Are they trying to go and kill? A politician, a chairman, going to a political meeting, organizing thugs with weapons to go and do what? Of course, to kill Kwankwaso. So all these things got to stop. And unless something is done, we'll continue to have these problems. And nobody is an island. Once leaders allow these things to continue, only God knows who will be the next victim.
Sir, yesterday we were able to go into parts of market, we went into parts of Kano, I beg your pardon. We went into the markets, went into some shops, and the large complaint that many citizens complained about was the cash scarcity, how it has affected their businesses, and some said they may not even come out to vote because of this challenge. Now, on the one hand, some have said it was a good policy, but it's the implementation that's the problem. Some others have said it is a terrible policy and it has affected their business, affected their lives. Do you think that this may affect the turnout of voters today? And how do you see this policy as it came out?
Well, you see, when the news came, honestly, we are not happy. We tried to talk to the government in our own way to say that it may be good, but this is not the time. They stopped, I think the deadline was 31st of January. After a lot of pressure, they extended it to the 10th. We told them that, look, that is not the best way. The best way is to make it open-ended, and not only that, bring in a lot of cash to the banks. That has not been done, and there is a lot of suffering across the country. Though for me, who has gone around the country more than any other person, I have seen dilapidated roads, dilapidated schools, and other infrastructure. And I have seen so many people, young men and women, queuing in the bank or banks across the country, trying to collect their legitimate money. And I thought it was 20,000. Somebody told me that sometimes they only give 2,000. What can you do with 2,000 in this country now? So the policy, certainly in terms of timing, it wasn't good. On the other hand, because we are monitoring now to see which party is bringing cash, I am happy EFCC captured some money, I think 30 million or something yesterday. I think it's a good thing. For us, politics is not based on money. It's based on ideology. It's based on the fact that if Rabiu Kwankwaso succeeds, they believe they will benefit tremendously. That's why you see them. I don't give money. In fact, I don't have the money to give. So, but the young men and women were the people who are doing everything. Organize themselves, have their meetings, talk to these agents. You don't have to pay them money. If you have, you give them. It doesn't matter. And that's why you are sure if they catch any money anywhere, either in the bank or it's not our money, because we don't have. In fact, they are using it against us that we didn't have money. Now it's a strength. Even those who have stolen, those who are counting, like the one here, they are saying he has 22 billion underground, and some are saying he would pay salary and take the good money from the bank, from the treasury and so on. And that's why he's even abusing Buhari, calling him names. And it's very unfortunate. Somebody who dashed you an illegal seat, now you are abusing him because, you see, some people may see Buhari as somebody who doesn't know anything. But at least he knows how to hit back if the fire is too much on him, to the extent that these people collected money for almost 8 years. Now he rendered the money useless. They can only burn it now and warm their body. It's becoming useless. And that's why they're angry. Otherwise, okay, why are you angry? Everybody knows it's not the policy of state governments. This policy of the federal government. Even though they are in the same party, but they should get a way of talking to him or get a way of explaining the situation. That's how people of the same party should behave. But in any case, we see it from spiritual point of view that in 2019, when they stole our mandate, we directed prayers. Everybody in this country, in this state, was in prayer. And today, by the grace of God, the IG, the very IG Idris, who supervised that mess, I don't think he knows where he is now. He's still alive. He doesn't know. If you ask him which town are you, he doesn't know. Already a madman. The same thing with the DIG, Mike from Cross River. He was sacked. He came here looking big and caged the good commissioner of police that time here in Kano and directed that by all means it has to be APC. Somebody who should fear God and be an empire. He is being paid not by APC but by the people of this country, including my humble self. I am a taxpayer. And now he took side. He was expelled. He was dismissed from police. And some are in Kujana on various cases. Those who came and so you see, God is wonderful, and that's why we want people to see what happened to these guys as a lesson. I have no doubt. In fact, even including the professor, one smallish man who came here from Sokoto, Serukaya or something. He came here. He messed up. Somebody who was a vice chancellor in Usman Danfodio University. Somebody who should be respected, a professor. Those guys, you don't even know whether they are real professors or fake professors. To come and to pretend a situation of injustice and things that are not fair. So I think this is a lesson for INEC. It's a lesson for security agencies. In fact, it's even more of a lesson for Buhari himself. This is his base. It has always been his base. And since the operation of 2019 gubernatorial election, things have never been the same with him again. Look at what happened in the his last visit. Very shameful. This is somebody who is like a prophet here. But things have changed because you want to put somebody who is a total failure himself and you want to impose him. Somebody in a civilized society, you shouldn't show his face. So I'm so happy with what is happening, and I believe APC.
All right, interesting conversation there, one-on-one with